1200 hours on Monday, December 24th, 2018. Is we never made a plan. And if so, what was our plan? As you know, this is not really, this is going to just be a very quick couple statements and phrases that so far spiritually I came up with, gather information, research, study, seeked out. So far, I know is we never had a plan. Every plan we always had backfired, or literally we came against, or others came against, and they shot it down and they killed it. One thing I spoke about more recently, about 2 weeks ago, is now we have to be quiet. I can talk to you about this, but to literally tell you what we're going to have to be quiet because if you look at all the information in history, it's telling you what they're doing. But they have lied to us and tell us we have the art of war. People don't know there's no such thing as terror attack. Terror attacks are ran by the government. The government know from whatever source or organization is going to cause these terror has to notify the government of that country or that state or that city. So you have to notify the senators and the mayors of that. They know it's going to happen. People keep telling me that's a lie. That's not true. Well, I was in the military and it's times I don't remember a lot of things because of being tired and sleepy, being up a lot. But it's pieces and bits of information where they didn't do nothing to me. Is I know I'm right. I'm sitting there going through a whole bunch of things. I'm sitting here. I was young. That's why they want younger men because you're more naive and gullible. I don't care what people want to call alpha or beta. That's why I say that's the dominant, masculine, or feminine. Women should be women. I don't know what to call it. Men should be men, and I don't know what to call that. That we know that weather-wise or conditioning-wise, we're built to take more of a punishment than a woman is. Naturally, nothing to do with because I'm just a man and she is a woman, so she can't do what I can do. Is I'm built tougher than her skin, well, shield-wise, because my shoulders are broad for no reason. I came out with broad shoulders. Women came out with shorter shoulders and more of a curve because it was the specific design. You're made this way and I'm made this way. So I just want people to know, just think about all the things that's going on in the world. We even stopped talking about the Illuminati, the mafia, the secret societies. It's still on our television. But the art of war, if it's war on us, they have to make it aware, and it's still aware. I keep watching TV shows, sports events, movies, and there or pictures of people. People are literally just they don't have no choice. They have to. You have to show I'm part of you. I don't make signs. It's a sign I had on one of my lives. That's a sign I created by tearing off a sticker. And I looked at the folder. I just started coloring it in. And that's my sign I'm going to use for my company and business. That's how much I will tell you. I tell you about my business. I want it to be a 3-in-1 home care concierge service where we drive the people around, pick up the things, and a cleaning service. 3-in-1. So I had to figure out. I'm just working on everything when I'm going to establish it, where I'm going to get the funds, I'm going to work for it, and then get investors and things of that nature. So with that, we got to start understanding that this is wartime. And the first attack was our women. That was the first attack of any time. It was groups of people, classes and races, ethnicities and nationalities of people. Before there was ethnicities and nationalities, there was like a race of people where we all came together and we traded or some took. Those are when we call them the dominant race, but they not dominant. They just had the mind of just kill, steal, and destroy. The other races didn't have the mind of kill, steal, and destroy. It's not so much was battling ourselves, just as the movie Wakanda showed, we wasn't just killing each other. At the end, when the wrong power came in, the outsider that was one of them, that came from in our new era, and not as a movie, they killed the children, babies, and they raised them and said, "We are your family." So with a bond and a connection with that child, is going to bring we call them informants and decoys. So now we just have to be really mindful on what's our plan. You see that the government, we have started a whole Wall Street, we have started a whole conglomerate and franchise of business. We have the longest running franchise is company organization is Johnson and Johnson Publishing Company that does publishing and it produced hair and beauty products. They went after that because they wanted to say cornstarch, starch has caused cancer, and it was causing it. And it's funny because it's funny how all these black people, how we don't get cancer at the same rate. We started getting cancer once we started really mixing. See, and nobody, and people, and I try to explain to people the way Chinese eyes are made, just like African descent and African, we are built strong. I see girls are, that was my age growing up, was muscular. She never lift weight. She hated it. But I had to just tell her, I'm not picking on you, but that's who you are. You have a African blood. We are built that way. We're curvy and we're fit. We are in shape. But of course, we're going to eat the foods, the scraps that got the highest cholesterol and fat in it, and amino acids that's bad for you, with no enzymes that's breaking down that food because they destroying it. So now we're doing all these things. We're destroying who we are. We're destroying our genes. We're destroying our bloodline. That's intermingling, interracial. They know this, but they know they can make their line stronger because they know if you look like us, talk as us, we get you technically. And I heard a woman talking about business, and she said, "Class, how do they view us?" Well, I'm sorry, I'm not going to be hey, hi, I'm Otha Williams Jr. How you doing today? Yeah, I'm here to thank you, and I got to wear a suit all the time. Hold on, if I'm holding an event, hold on, isn't this my event? Isn't this you? And the guy said to me, "Well, when you be, I was like, I'm already successful. My success is not built around other people's judgment of me. And if I can't have, my brother can't have his dreads, you can't have your daishiki, you cannot have your afro. Who the hell are you?" But they can walk around with their long blonde hair straight down, wearing their little pencil skirts or trying to look good, putting on makeup. Nobody say nothing to them because we have found to only follow their law. Their law don't mean all. Law is all because that's what this, we're working under that same spirit. Until we work in our spirit, we know the truth. My friend keeps saying they didn't give us the Bible. Well, the Bible only mean book. And I had him think. I said, what four-letter word is not in front of that word, book, Bible no more? He said, holy. I said, exactly. Holy is whole. That's perfect. That's what make you established. And he keeps saying, and he always have a well-versed way to talk. I'm like, I'm not well-versed. I'm raw, uncut, uncensored. I'm not going to give you a presentation because I don't. Even when Crump came out, they denied the dance Crump, but then until it went into a movement and we started to have to do a certain hand gestures and leg movements, then they finally accepted. But why do we want to accept it from the people that don't even want to accept us as we are? If someone don't accept you as whole you, I don't care what nationality, and I want women to stop saying this. Stop saying you want to go around people that celebrate you. They celebrating you because they making money. Celebration is a festivities to make money. No festivities never made money. Or brung festivities originally was to bring us together and understand. Just because you're of a certain race, so African descent, we're not brought together in festivities to show love towards each other. They're doing that to divide and separate us. That's why they need classes. So as a woman say she loud and I look at her, I say, well, you a hoe. So she loud and you a hoe. I'd rather have a loud woman than that's hoe. I see it now. The business women are the hoes and the strippers are and it's not, and it's funny. It said the first will be last and the last will be first. We called the people in the gutter last. Now look at them rising to be first. And the people we call first, look at them, they falling to be last. When I say unto one, I say unto all. It's your path, it's your journey, it's your choice. Choose wisely. We need to be mindful of our new plans going forward in the now. Our children are the future. Don't tell your child they're the now, they're the future. Because when you perish, that pass away naturally, your child will take over the new role. Shalom.